The American flag is, in my mind, is probably the most valuable thing in our democracy. It talks all the time. It goes to half-mast when they've lost somebody. It's an honor to every soldier or everybody that ever served in the military. There's been many people fought for this freedom that we have. And back when they flew that first flag, those people died for this freedom. And then there was another war, and they got into that and they fought, and people died to keep our freedom.
My name is August Flash. I'm the commander for Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 3225 in Clovis. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I served in the United States Army. Our flag stands for a lot of things. To me, it means freedom. It means honor, sacrifice. Those people that we're honoring here today have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Whether it was on the line of combat, duty, or as a result of their combat experience, today is a day to remember them.
My name is Clarence K. Suzuki, and I was a buck sergeant, and I served in the military intelligence in 1945. Well, the flag is a symbol of our freedom of the United States. It represents all of us historically from the days of the Revolutionary War. And today the flag is still our flag, and we honor the flag as our country.
My name is Dennis Van Zandt. I'm 72 years old. I fought in the Vietnam War. I was drafted on my birthday on December 17th, 1966. Being born during the war, World War II, the flag to me is one of the greatest things there is, the freedom of that flag flying in the air. My stepdad and a couple of my uncles were all World War II veterans, and my wife's dad was a World War II veteran. So it's very important to me to see that flag flying free.
My name is Jake Marshall, and I was in post-World War II over in Germany in the occupation. Anytime I see the flag in a parade or whatever, I saluted. Whether I saluted a hand salute or hand over my heart. It means a lot to me. I would fight for it even now.
My name is David Cundiff. I'm 68 years old. Went to Vietnam 70, 71, but I came home. But it changed my life like you wouldn't believe. The flag is a symbol of freedom. It's that way all over the world.
Freedom comes from the soldiers. They carry the flag, they represent the flag, and their coffins are draped in the flag. Pretty much what the flag means to me.
I'm Michael Burton. My family has a long history of military service. From my great-grandfather being one of the original Buffalo soldiers. The flag, it's all work in progress. And if I had to do it again, I would join the military again. To stand and defend the progress that we're making towards meeting all the things that are recited in the Pledge of Allegiance. And as long as we're making progress, I'm good with that. I'm proud. This is my country. This is my flag. This is my home, and I'll stand for it.
Nobody ever comes to the house. Nobody sees it, but I do. I fly that flag. I believe in that flag.
Oh, to be an American, you have to be someone that loved your country and believe in all the equal rights, the Constitution, and giving your fellow Americans the hope and the energies required to keep this country safe.
We are all Americans. We are all a part of the Constitution. Our freedom started in 1776 when we declared our independence from England. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
To be a real American, you have to contribute yourself to whatever required to be an American. You know, uphold the Constitution of the United States, to honor and to support all of the things that the Constitution stands for. Equal rights of all citizens.
My name's Gerald Hayden. I grew up in Southern California. Just to be an American was just, gosh, I can't imagine being anywhere else. Just can't imagine. American dream, just be free.
Being an American means you enjoy the freedoms here in this country, but you respect the reason you have those freedoms. And I'm proud to be an American. I wouldn't have it any other way.
It means to me that you conform to and abide by the Constitution. Be good to people and do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
To me, being an American, you represent your country in different ways, especially when you're going around the world. You're representing the United States of America. And if you look at what America did with the Founding Fathers and everything else, we built ourselves from the ground up to what we are today. People want to come here. It has a lot to say for what being an American really is.
Vietnam was pretty tough. I wish they would have said more in school about what we're all about, especially the military. We were helping the Vietnamese get away from what they were doing. People were just crowded, sitting down, holding on for dear life, and they had a little kind of a motorboat pulling up about 5 miles an hour, not very fast, just pulling up, and we escorted those up. We caught those kind of people, we escorted them up through Thailand.
We served in overseas where these people are not free. And the reason we were there was to hopefully make it so they could be free, to do the things that we enjoy here in our country.
And they're safe in Burma or Thailand, wherever they are there too, you know, because of us.
Originally, I joined the American Legion first, and now I've been with the VFW for about 3 years now here in Clovis. I belong to the Clovis post.
Out of the service, I left everything. I didn't want to know about it. I was just done. And then the VFW put me back in shape. I didn't want to be thinking about all the stuff that I did. I did a lot.
I've seen a lot of people get hurt and few people, get killed, but I was one of the lucky ones. I came home with no scratches on me.
It was quite moving at times. The devastation that I've seen from the bombed out buildings is horrendous. It's about as bad as going into a house that is just being burned out.
Support your vets. They give you everything they got. A lot of them don't come back home. I can remember just coming home and wanting to lay in the grass. Good green American grass. Anything I want to do is just lay down on it.
Makes no difference what they think they know, they don't understand. Fighting and killing so you won't be killed yourself. in the cold, in the hot, in the sickness, and holding people while they die. They don't understand that. And one of the sorriest thing I ever did in my life was Korea, and one of the guys was hurt, and he was going to die, and they called me, and I went to pray with him, and I said, I remember his name, but I don't want to mention it. Do you want me to pray with you? And he says, Bill, there's no God. That bothered me for years and years, but I don't know what he meant. And a man came here. He heard about that. He's a major. And he came here to talk to me about that because he knew it was bothering me. I don't know how he found out, but he came here to the house. Stayed a week. I found peace there. It wasn't my fault. Spooky.
One has to remember the history, and from history you learn what has happened in the past, and you try and pick out the best points of the history and carry it forward. In America, I think we have all the constitutional rights, and every citizen, is entitled to all these rights and privileges. It's something that it's in the Constitution, and we have to respect each other, regardless of your background. If you are an American, you are an American because you are part of the Constitution.
What's it mean to live in a free country? The understanding that you're free. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to worry about anything. American dream to advance yourself in life. Where else can you go and just do what you want to do? And as long as you're doing it right and you ain't breaking the law. It's great to be free. It's a gift.
That's what I appreciate about being American. You do have opportunities to be able to do what you want to do, and just have an avenue to be able to find a way to do things. Like I said, sometimes somebody might block you, but just being able to get around those roadblocks sometimes. But in other countries, you're not always able to do that.
What the people need to know is enjoy your freedom. Don't let anybody take that away from you. You have the freedom to do what you wish to do, and this is one of the few countries that you can do it in. And it's because of veterans that you have that freedom. They give their all. A lot of them did give their all. So, a lot of them. So you can go on living and having a good life.
We have a lot of freedom that didn't exist. There was somebody fought for the freedom that we enjoy. And nobody in the world ever has had as much freedom. We could get in a car and go anywhere we want to. Hardly any place in the world can you go very far. I've been in 40 countries, and nobody is as free as we are. The finest country in the world. Nobody's ever had a freedom like we do. Nobody.
Freedom is something that you don't cherish until you don't have it. As a free person, you have constitutional rights guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution, but you have the obligation to be also a good citizen, to understand the constitutional rights of others. And it doesn't matter where you came from or how you look like. If you are an American, you are part of the Constitution. So I say to most Americans, you have to support all of the equal rights of the Constitution that you are entitled to.
Being a free nation, you become what you want to become. If you decide you want to go to school and up your education, you're welcome to go. There's nobody holding you back in the United States. You can become what you want to become. Ever since the war between the states, World War I, the Spanish-American War, we fought for our fathers and grandfathers fought for our freedom to be this way, and it's just kept right on going. It just seemed, every time we turn around, we got, a war going somewhere, and it just so we can keep us free and try to free the other nations that we're in there helping.
I'm one of the last of the Mohicans. Only one guy left. All my buddies are gone. We fought for our country to uphold our liberty and all our constitutional rights. But most Americans have no clue about what all the sacrifices the veterans made, They don't know what it means to be in the military. You have to sacrifice so much. And that's why the American Legion and the VFW are the two military organizations that still promote America. Spread the word about the veterans for the general population, because there's only 2% of the population that serve in the military. What most people can do for the veterans is to support their organizations and their programs. So take for instance, the VFW 3225 in Clovis. They have great support. The community of Clovis has, great support for them, that group.
Being a veteran, it means you served your country. When you see somebody in a uniform, or you know somebody is a veteran, just say a simple thank you. Thank you for their service. Thank you for their sacrifice. Thanks for keeping my freedoms going. You can't say that enough to a veteran because he's put it on the line. And these people that are here paid the ultimate sacrifice to keep us free. My message would be honor them at all times. Honor the flag because that's what these people stand for. You have no idea how uplifting that is, especially to a veteran who's disabled, disfigured as a result of his combat experience. It means so much. Everything that we can do as a nation to reach out and comfort our veterans and their families is a very worthwhile investment of time and finances.
I think a really important message is getting out and volunteering and helping the vets. The VA hospital, they need a lot of volunteer work. Respect your veterans, just get out there and volunteer where you can and help them. I'm a proud VFW veteran, Veterans of Foreign Wars, and I also belong to the American Legion. Being a Vietnam veteran, when I came home, we weren't real happy to see us, I didn't get spit on or anything, but I got a lot of dirty looks when I first got home, because I was home for like 2 days wearing my uniform before I went and got civilian clothes. And and nowadays I've been I wear my Army hat or my Vietnam veteran hat, and being in some of the big shopping malls, and I've had people say, "Oh, thank you for your service." I forget I have my hat on. And so I think that's one of the greatest things nowadays. People are actually recognizing the vets and appreciating what we have done for them.
Support your vets. Do something. Call your senators. Get the VA supported. Get them the stuff they need. There's a lot of guys that need help that aren't getting it.
What the people need to know is to enjoy your freedom. Don't let anybody take that away from you. So it's kind of scary nowadays the way things are going, but the younger generation has their own footprint to put down, so to speak. And because of the vets, they have the freedom to do it.
If you want a better military for your country, and if you believe it is your country, be a part of it. If you want to help protect your country, if you consider this your country, be a part of it. Anything that you want to improve on, be a part of it. Don't stand back and expect somebody else to do it for you. And that's one thing you can do. You can do your part, and you can be patriotic as a civilian or in the military. But if you want to be a part of protecting your country and making it safe for yourself, for your family, for your friends, and anybody else, be a part of it. I do feel blessed to be an American, and I hope that others feel the same, and that they would continue to pray for our country and all those that are in leadership positions, that they would help, be able to steer everybody in one direction, that we'd all be on the same page. I love the country, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
We are all red, white, and blue underneath the flag.
Veterans probably do more for veterans than anybody else. We raise money, and it's to help other veterans, and also we give scholarships to one of the seniors here at Sierra High School. And we do that every year. What we do, part of it's for the community, and most of it's for our vets. They gave their all. A lot of people gave, but the ones that died, they gave their all.
Just being a patriot, just fighting for your country is the biggest thing you can ever do. And now it means more than anything right now.
Boy, just beware and look out. Enjoy your life. Enjoy it all. Stay a long time. But you're free. Amen.
God bless America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the